Okay, so continue tayo. So sa previous na video is pinakita ko yung about sa flow nets and also how to count the number of flow lines and the number of equipotential line. No? So meron tayong two ways ng pag-compute. And then pinakita ko yung mga properties kung paano mag-draw ng flow nets ng kayo lang. No? Pinakita ko yan. So in this video is ipakita ko naman yung mga formulas na involved dito sa flow nets. Okay, so balikan lang natin yung flow nets is just a combination of the flow line and the equipotential line. So yung yellow line na yan yung flow line. That is just a line along which a water particle travels from the upstream down to downstream side of a permeable soil medium. So yan, no? So and then the equipotential line, yan yung line along which yung potential head is the same at all points. So parang pressure head yung ano natin or the potential drop. Okay ba? So yun yung mga red line na yan. Okay ba? So yan, no? Pinakita ko yung number of counting dito. So kung diba, we always start with 0, no? We always start with 0. Or we count it by number of flow channel or by the number of curvilinear square. So this time is yung formulas involved in the flow nets. Okay? So the formulas involved in the flow net is the flow rate is just the K times yung H times yung number of the flow lines and the number of drops. Okay? So KH times NF over ND. Okay ba? So I hope klaro yan. So we have the formula of solving for the flow rate. We have Q equals KH times NF over ND. Okay? So madaling tandaan, no? KH NF over ND. So yung Q dyan, yan yung flow rate. Yung H dyan, yan yung difference in the water level, no? So the sa upstream tsaka yung sa downstream. So the difference from between the upstream and the downstream. So yung MF dyan, yan yung number of flow lines. So bali based dito sa figure natin, no? Magbilang na lang tayo ulit. Based dito sa figure natin, di ba, we always count from 0. So ito yung magiging first na flow line natin, no? So first flow line, yung mga boundary flow line yan. Tsaka yun dito. Sa previous na video, pinakita ko kung bakit ganyan, no? So hindi ko na ulitin yan. So yan, no? Mga flow line natin yan. So next is ito. Yung yellow line. Next is yung ito. And then next is yung ito. Okay ba? So ibig sabihin, we always count from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 number of flow lines. And in terms of potential drop, so yun, no? So bali ito yun. So since nakaharang dito yung sheet file na yan, so ito yung magiging first equipotential drop natin. Pangalawa is ito. Diba? Pangatlo is ito. Pang-apat. Pang-lima. Pang-anim. Tsaka ito yung pang-pito. Okay ba? But we always start with 0. So bali yung bilang natin ngayon dito is, so we have, ibahin ko lang yung kulay. So we start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So meron tayong 6 na potential drops. Okay ba? I hope klaro yan, no? So another way of pagbilang ng flow line is by flow channel, no? Bali, di ba? Yung ito yung boundary yan eh. Yung ito, yung 0 tsaka yung 1 na flow line, boundary yan, no? So, ibig sabihin dadaan yung tubig diyan. No? Nakita nyo ba? Dumaan yung tubig, di ba? Ayun. Dito naman, no, yung boundary ng 1 and 2, dadaan din yung tubig diyan eh. So yan yung second na flow line. Ganun din dito. So we have first, second, third, di ba? Third and fourth dito siya dadaan. Okay ba? So, klaro yun ha? Klaro yan. So, tanggalin ko lang. Basta yun ha? Klarong-klaro ata yan. Okay? Next is yun yung another way in computing, tawag yan, counting the number of flow lines. No? The another way in counting for the potential drop, which is ito yan, no? So, we have this one. So, first, okay, first, second, yung dito. Diba? Yung dito. Third, yung dito. Fourth, yung dito. Yung dito. Fourth, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So, meron tayong 6 na squares. So, bali, meron tayong first curvilinear square, second curvilinear square, third curvilinear square, fourth curvilinear square, fifth curvilinear square, and sixth curvilinear square. So, meron tayong 6 na potential drop. Okay ba? So, yung tawag pala na to, yung ito, yung tawag dyan, yung NF over ND, that is called as the shape factor. So, yan din yung another way in shape factor. And then, yung tawag dito, yung ito na part, yung ito, yan, yung KH over ND, yan yung Q na maliit, no? That is the flow rate per unit. So, yan yung ibang way niya, no? Minsan tinatanong yan, ano yung flow rate per unit? So, ganun, no? So, yan yung gagamitin mo na formula. Pero kung tatanungin ka, ano yung total na flow rate? Yun yung Q. Okay? The total flow rate. Okay ba? So, I hope klaro yan dito. Another property pala, no? Another property ng equipotential line is ganito, no? For example, ito yung equipotential line natin. Kailangan ko siyang ipakita kasi dito mo makuha yung elevation ng potential drop kung saan na siya, no? So, for example, ito yung equipotential line natin, no? Kung magdadagdag ka dito ng piezometer, let's say ito yung piezometer mo, ito lang muna, no? So, ito muna yung lagyan natin ng piezometer. So, lalagyan ko yan ng piezometer, bali dito. So, aakyat yung tubig at this point. Diyan talaga sa water surface. Diyan siya aakyat lang. Okay ba? So, kung maglalagay ka ng equipotential line dito sa, let's say, yung dito na part, yung equipotential line na to, so, aakyat yung tubig ng dito lang na part. Bakit dyan? Kasi nga, kasi nga may drop, no? Kaya tinawag siyang equipotential drop. So, yung tawag sa drop na yan, yung ito siya yung ito. Di ba? Dito yan nagsimula eh. Patungo dito. This is called as the potential drop. And that is just equal to, kung ito yung natin, H. Wait lang. Yung H, ito yung H1. So, ito yung H2. So, ito yung H natin. So, H divided by the number of drops. So, ganun, no? Ganun lang. So, kung maglalagay tayo ng equipotential drop dito, equipotential line ulit, dito sa, dyan pa rin, no? Dyan pa rin banda. Pero dito siya, no? Pero along pa rin siya sa equipotential line na to. Kung magdadagdag ka dyan maglalagay ka dyan ng piezometer, same yung iaakyat nung pressure head niya, no? So, bali, dito pa rin yun ang level. Same lang. Kaya pag within same sila na equipotential line, so isa lang yung elevation nila. Same lang, no? Except kung dito ka. Ha? Kung dito ka na part, yung dito sa kabila. So, kung maglalagay ka dyan ng piezometer dito, so ito yan. Dito sa equipotential line na to. So, aakyat yung tubig na magdadrop ulit, no? Okay? So, bali yan yun, no? So, magdadrop ulit ulitin ko lang, ha? So, magdadrop ulit yan. Starting from this point, no? Yung point na to. Diba? Sa first na equipotential line, yan dito. Then, the drop yan, ganun din dito, no? So, this is also potential drop. That is just h over the number of drops. Okay ba? So, kung gusto mong hanapin yung elevation na to, kung gusto mong hanapin yung elevation na to, let's say, ito yung point x mo. Ibahin ko lang yung kulay. Let's say, ito yung point x mo na. Point x. Let's say, ito yung point y. Point z. Okay? And ito yung point A. Okay? So, yung elevation ng point A mo, which is ito yan. Ito yung HA. Dito naman is ito yung HZ. Dito naman is ito yung HY. Diba? Tsaka dito is ito yung HX. Okay ba? Klaro ba? So, makukuha mo yung value nila, no? So, bali, yung mangyayari ngayon is for the HA. Tanggalin ko na to. Wag lang. Ganito na lang. And page. Okay. So, kunin ko lang to. Ayan. Lagay ko na lang siya dito. Ayan, na. So, tanggalin ko na to. Yung ito. So, kung gusto natin kunin yung elevation niya, yung mga elevations. So, pag compute mo ng HA, so, bali, ano yan lang yan, no? H1 minus, ito yung first na equipotential line mo. So, 0 yung position niya, no? Times yung potential drop niya na H over D and times D. So, 0 yan yung position ng equipotential drop. Line. This must be line. Equipotential line. Diba kasi we always start with 0. So, bali ito yung magiging first equipotential ko. No? So, 0, 1, then 2. No? Then 3. Parang ganun. So, kung gusto mong kunin yung HZ, which is equal to HY, diba? Isa-isahin ko na lang, no? Para makita nyo na equal talaga. So, yung HZ na yan, diba? H1 pa rin tayo, no? H1 minus yung drop na to. Yung ida-drop niya is ito yan, diba? Yung distance na to. Yung distance na to, which is, ito pa rin yan, no? H over D and D. So, bali yung mangyayari is H1 minus 1 times yung potential drop niya. So, yan, no? With respect to, naman, yung HY. So, ganun pa rin, no? H1, yung H1 minus yung pang first equipotential line ta. So, first yung position ng equipotential line. Then, yung ida-drop niya, which is ito yan. Ito yung drop niya. That is also H over ND. So that is H over the number of drops, yeah, or the potential drop. Okay ba? Kaya makikita natin na yung HZ tsaka yung HY equal, no? So equal sila ng elevation basta same lang yung equipotential line nila, no? And then kung gusto natin computein yung HX, so makikita mo yan, no? H1, diba? Minus yung drop na to. Diba yan dito? Yung ito na part, no? So yung drop na yan is H over ND, di ba? H over ND. Meron pang ito no? Meron pa to. Ito na drop, yeah? Starting dito patungo dito. H over ND din yan, no? So ibig sabihin, so meron kang H over ND minus H over ND. Or yung HX mo is just equal to H1 minus twice nung H over the ND. Yeah? So makikita mo din na nag-coincide sila, no? So kasi yan yung position dapat, no? So yung formula mo, pag mag-compute ka ng elevation at any value of, let's say point yan. Point I na lang, no? Let's say point I. So it's just yung head upstream minus yung, okay, tanggalin ko na to, minus yung position of equipotential line yung position niya starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, dapat ganyan yung bilang niya, para di kayo times yung potential drop niya, which is equal to, yung potential drop is equal to H over the ND. And alam natin yung H is just head upstream minus head downstream. Okay ba? So, yun lang, no? Ito lang yung formulas na magagamit natin in solving for the flow rate. Okay? So, yun lang guys. So, see you in the next video. Thank you.